Yo, don't sweep my feet. I'm trying to get married.
You know what I really miss? You know, when the quarantine's over, that's the first thing I'm looking forward to hearing. My name is Barbara. I'll be your server for today.
I was like, where are you going with this?
My name is Barbara. What can we get you started for today? Egg rolls. Can we get some boneless wings? Just to start off.
Yo, stop. That sounds so good.
First day back with the crew, you know, just gonna be out there. Hit the gym, you know, go for a walk, because, you know, we're locked up in the house.
I mean, you can go for a walk now. You just probably won't get some of the foods that you want. I mean, some places are doing, like, that delivery stuff.
Everybody's
or,
open,
like,
it's just
takeout.
you can't go in.
Yeah, it's a different, like, experience when you go to a restaurant and you sit down versus, like, you taking it out, I feel like. Like, if you think about our favorite restaurant, Crava's, we love sitting down in there. Like, it's like an experience. And then you,
I
like,
got the music playing.
Yeah, and it's like an experience. It's like a good bonding moment for the family. And then, like, you leave, you take it and you go. Like, you're sitting at your own dining room table. Like, where's the music? Where's this Italian guy?
Yeah.
Like,
it really is a whole different vibe, though. You ever want to get, like, takeout food and it's just, like, cold? It's in that plastic dish. And there's no beverage, and it's just like, yo, this is not,
plastic dish.
This ain't a move, you know? That's what it feels like right now. That's what your food at home is like versus when you go out to eat.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, when you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat, like, a home-cooked meal. Like, you gotta come home, you gotta cook it.
You gotta wash the dishes.
You're not hungry
the
anymore.
Food cold by the time you're done prepping everything.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now.
Everything's cold by the time you don't want to eat it anymore. You lost your appetite because you had to make, like, 3 things.
And everything got cold as you kept making stuff.
Now all of a sudden you got this home cooked meal. You just gotta put that shit in the microwave
and
to eat
it's all soggy, and it's like, I could have just went out and ate.
That's so true. What else am I gonna do when I get out of this thing? I don't know. Like, it's so weird because, like, this is like, my life is still going. Like, I'm working throughout the week, and then on the weekends I'm, like, doing weekend stuff. The only thing, I just don't have, like, social interaction. And I mean, I'm kind of introverted, so it really, it's not that bad.
Not really a big difference. Yeah.
It's not that bad, but, like, I've seen, like, my friends who are, like, extroverts, like, they're having a hard time. They're, like, social interaction, like, I need you.
It's like, dude, just get on the phone and FaceTime somebody. You'll be alright.
It's not the same, though. It's not the same, like, as being, like, in a social setting. So I understand.
That's why you gotta get the 8 people in one FaceTime group going, you know? It's like Uvu back in the day. Uvu.
Or, like, Messenger or something. I don't know.
You know what's gonna be popping though? Like, it's January 1st, the gym.
Oh no!
Everybody's gonna try to hit the gym up.
It's gonna be like New Year, New Me.
Man, for the first week only though. You know, not everybody's gonna stay in that.
Even people who haven't, like, been in the gym are probably gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be one of them.
Well, I'm gonna be there, but I won't be consistent. I want to really, like, as soon as the gym starts, like, or I'm sorry, when all this stuff's over, I want to start the membership then, because, you know, I was going to do it, and then everybody's like, you can't go nowhere now.
What a good excuse to, like, not work out. Oh, gyms are closed.
Just thinking of more excuses. But if you don't do it, it's not going to happen.
Oh, you know what I can't wait to do? I can't wait to travel. Like, I've kind of had, like, some travel plans for this year. I can't wait to do that. Or, like, go somewhere. Everybody being in the airport and stuff, I feel like stuff like this does cause some sort of, like, paranoia for a lot of people, like, so to speak.
I feel like just for the whole year it's gonna be like a certain way now.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a big thing that's already happened. It's not gonna, you know, just disappear out of nowhere.
I do feel like a lot of people are going to be, I don't know, it's like one of those things, like 2020, like, a lot of things started happening, so everybody's...
First we had World War III, the draft was coming, you know.
Right, so then everybody's, like...
We had Kobe.
Predicting the rest of the year to be kind of like a bad year.
We had Kobe, then...
R.I.P. legend.
What was February? It was an artist, it was Pop Smoke, but there was something else during February. I don't know. And then... Well, coronavirus was pretty much all year round, you know. It was in January.
Yeah.
Still here. When does it become April? When? Today's the 29th.
April?
So 3 more days. Yo, they're gonna get on the news, like CNN, April 1st and be like...
April Fool's joke.
April
Coronavirus was just a scam. Can you imagine?
You can't fake something like that. All those people that...
You know, all of those people that were, like, born on April 1st, like, how many jokes they've always, like, ensued, like, their whole life. Like, imagine, like, you telling somebody, like, you're in labor on April 1st, and they're like, haha, quit joking. Like, no. This baby's about to be on the floor in 10 minutes. Like, I don't know. I had a friend, and her birthday was on April 1st. And I feel like it's just one of those things. It's like when your birthday's on Christmas. You don't get extra presents because it's your birthday.
Nah.
Or like Thanksgiving. Ain't nobody care about your birthday. But that's because, like, it's a whole different day. But, like, if your birthday is, like, on a holiday, generally
that's
you're
an excuse,
celebrating
though.
The holiday.
You give them, like, one extra gift. It's like, yeah, you know. Yeah. You know, because your birthday, holiday, you know.
I hope I don't ever have to make those decisions, but who knows. A lot of holidays are coming up and a lot of things are being postponed.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, like, was watching the news and they were saying, like, Mardi Gras was, like,
the biggest thing, yeah, because
reason
they had like over 1 million people there, from, like, people coming in from, like, overseas too.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
They're gonna
imagine how long this thing lasts. Like, well, it was like, so there's a show on Netflix. It's called, like, 100 Humans. And it's like, they do experiments.
Mm-hmm.
And the experiments test, like, a whole bunch of things. Like, if you're biased, they test, like, gender-specific, like, stereotypes. Like, it's just stereotypes that you hear throughout the world.
For example, describe tic-tac-toe.
Right,
Who talks the most,
Who talks the most?
Was the biggest thing about that. This dude said 700 words.
Right, but he was, like, an outlier because he just kept going on and on. But
he made a whole song within those 700 words, like.
But it's not about that. Like, it was like, oh, the girls described more, and, like, the guys, like, were, like, straight to the point. They were very concise, whereas, like, women felt like as though they needed to be more detailed. And they have, like, psychologists and stuff on there who are like, this is probably why this happens. And they were saying, like, oh, like, women just always have the need to feel like they have to explain themselves more, to be understood more, because of, like, social statuses. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I agree with it, because I knew that. I just did that.
They're saying the same thing with people that just don't talk as much, or they have to say more just to kind of get the attention of, like, a room. Right. They're saying, you know, even though, like, you know, you're talking about a certain thing, maybe one person has to say more because of this type of way, where other people can just say whatever and everybody's listening to them.
It's kind of crazy, like, if you think about it, because of, like, if you think of, like, the way somebody looks, like, personality, stuff like that, that determines, like, automatically how somebody perceives them. Yep. So that influences a lot of, like, how they behave as well.
Kind of like, if you think about, everybody looks at everybody differently. This is one of the topics I want to speak about, is everybody thinks of somebody differently. You know, everybody has their own perspectives. They're all like you look at an actor, maybe everybody has different perspectives on them. Like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, people watch Titanic, they love him. Some people just think he's annoying. Some people, you know, like what he does, but they're like, whatever. I don't know.
How do people think he's annoying?
That's just an example.
That's crazy.
Everybody looks at people differently. So when you put in the perspective of you, like, think about, like, work, for example, you know? Say someone's speaking, and then you want to say something, you see everybody kind of looks at everybody differently from that.
I think I binge-watched, like, 8 episodes yesterday of that show. Like
8 episodes?
30 minutes each. That was, like, 4 hours of my life. It wasn't wasted, though, because it was a lot of, like, psychology stuff. And it's very interesting because they have people on there, like, researchers, scientists, who, like, validate a lot of the information that they gave. So it was pretty interesting.
But the biggest thing about the show was they had tests to get answers for one thing, but overall it wasn't even about that one thing. It was about something else. Like, how it was the tic-tac-toe, how much words someone's going to say, but it was just who can say it, you know, the most, straight to the point, and then, you know, who's kind of just delaying it and saying other things too.
That's how, like, I feel like research experiments and stuff like that are, though. Like, they tell you they're testing something, but realistically they're testing something else. Because
if you tell somebody something, they're not going to talk about that, you know? If, like...
Probably.
Exactly. It's going to be a whole different topic because you want to ignore what they're trying to get you to say. Kind of like interviews with, like, rappers, yo. People try to get them to...
What?
People try to get, like, rappers to say, like, stuff about, like, beef on the, like, internet just to get, like, you know, fights and stuff going for more drama. But it's like... a lot of them are so knowledgeable. They're just like, really? You're gonna ask me that? I know what you're trying to like get out of that.
I thought that when people did like interviews online or like through TV or something, it has to be reviewed by like their publicist. And like they have to approve the questions that are being said.
Not
so, like,
a lot of the rappers though. Other people, yeah, but not like.
So like say like
artists.
Kim K, right? Or in like the Ellen show, they know the questions before they get on, so that way they're prepared to answer. And if it's a question they're not prepared to answer, they usually don't answer it.
And they speak to other people about it, like their publicists, like
right.
They have those types of people. If you look at different like artists, they don't have that.
Oh,
That's
you
themselves.
know who you're talking about? You're talking about like Joe Budden and his podcast.
Yeah, like.
I follow him on Instagram. Like he's a savage.
They ask certain questions just to get certain answers. That's why they trying to like. They beat around the bush to like certain things to get like their perspective on that. They're like, so why were you beefing with this guy? You know, what made your crew run up on this dude? You know, like
your
like,
crew. I'm dead.
I don't know. They try to word it differently because they think people aren't smart enough to catch on to it. That's exactly what it is.
Speaking of, Rihanna and Drake are going back and forth on Instagram.
Yeah, you saw. I sent you the stuff.
Screenshot.
I sent you the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, they were talking in like they weren't talking English. They were talking like broken English, which is very, very common in the Caribbean. And they both understood it. And they were in the comments, and like people in the comments didn't understand what they were saying.
People were like, are they talking a different language?
Language, yes. Meanwhile, there's like low key like Jamaicans in the comments.
And they're like, yo, what?
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Is it okay for them to be friends? You heartbroken. You drinking right now.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into that.
Thinking about it?
Yeah, I mean, Drake was at the award show. He tried to kiss her or something. She's like,
he told her he loved her
at the show in front of
Not that he loved her. He was in love with her.
Yeah, so that's the one thing right there. Rihanna's dated like 1 million people, so it's like, She
didn't date 1 million people.
She dated quite a bit of people.
She dated Chris Brown and like the freaking millionaire guy. Billionaire guy.
Shia LaBeouf.
No, whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Wait, she didn't date him. They didn't have enough chemistry as it was described.
The guy from Holes?
That's...
No, even Steven.
What's the guy's name? Mr. Witwicky from Transformers. She dated. Who? That's Shia LaBeouf. He played that character.
Okay.
She dated Chris Brown. She was speaking to him, the billionaire. There was Leonardo DiCaprio too.
You know everything about Rihanna's track record.
Yeah.
Damn.
She dated about like 15 people in the past 10 years.
That's not bad if you think about it.
It's not bad though.
It's like 2 people a year.
And you gotta remember, like with relationships with celebrities, it's a whole different thing versus just regular got the media. You got what people are gonna say about it. You got, do you really like them or is it just for like news? Trying to get stuff popping. Like
publicity, yeah.
Some people, when they're coming out with like brands.
Anyways, I think Drake and Rihanna, I think they need to squash this stuff. They need to stop doing all this prideful stuff.
It's been squashed. I feel like Drake is just like
stirring up the pot.
He's
a simp.
No, he is a simp, but that's been known. He likes to instigate the stuff and like bring it back up. It's like,
I mean, who wouldn't? He's in love with her. He probably still is. Like,
he wasn't hiding her from the world, was he?
Yikes! Why could I do him like that? I personally think they should be together.
Trash. Nah, there's too much stuff between them. Nah, it wouldn't even be a look like anymore.
So I think it would be a perfect love story. Like if you think about Take Care, Work, those music videos, bangers. Like it's a look. It's a look for them. It's a look.
Work. Oh, the work. He wasn't in that song.
What?
What? Was he? No, he wasn't.
What?
That was her song.
No, he was in a song with her where like the music video she was like grinding up on him in like this blue and pink room. Work featuring Drake. right here. See, she got it up here.
Oh.
And then they're like in this little room. He's sitting on the couch. And
Release
it's like pink and blue.
2016. See, that was the same year.
This was like dance hall type scene.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they should be together.
I don't know. There's too much stuff. That's like saying Chris Brown and her should be together. Come on, that's been in the past. You know, that's like Stomp the Yard days. You know, when he got shot.
Oh my god.
That hit different, huh? Theta.
Oh my god. Okay, so you're saying that if somebody dated somebody in the past, like, there's no reason it should come to fruition now.
No, it's all cool if you bring it back, you know, like Manny Fresh, but, you know.
For what, though? What's the point of bringing it back if it's not going to be a thing?
You know, that's exactly what we're saying. You're saying it should be a thing. Where's the details that it should be after all the stuff they've been through in the past? If it's been up and down, they didn't have it work out till now.
I don't know if somebody they like each other.
I feel like they're just neutral at this point.
Yeah, they're definitely neutral. They're like friends. Like she hit him up talking like.
But in the chat, the Instagram live, she was like sneak dissing him. She was like, what was she saying? She was like, oh, I forgot. She was getting him though.
I don't think so. I think
she had him on the pot. He was sizzling, bro.
I think like if she had like side dudes, like he would be one of the side dudes, but he thinks he's the main dude, and that's the problem.
He is a side dude.
But that's the problem, and that's probably why
that's when one of them get ahead of themselves. That's what that means. You see, he think because he's so popular, he got it better than other people, but it's like
no, I don't think that's what it is.
She got billionaires on the hit list too. You feel me? That's exactly what this is.
He billionaire status, so she ain't want.
No, he probably is, but. Stay on the hit list too. You know, there's a whole bunch of tea that's getting stirred up there. So, if you ask me, I think it should be left in the past. 2016 was their last like relationship stuff.
Yeah.
Overall, it's like what they give out is what you see. That's how you kind of get your perspective on them. So, it would be completely different from what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially like when it comes to like TV and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
like nobody's really
they faking all that stuff for the TV when the camera's on them.
I don't think they're
well, not them, but certain things people like fake just for the media to see.
Oh yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, sometimes you can't be like your genuine self. Even that's not what people are gonna like though. It's not the image that you're trying to portray.
Exactly.
So it's like when you're trying to be a certain person to other people, you're going to act in that role, and all of the things that you upload and all the things that you do is going to be like that. And then it's also like very hard to come across like genuine people these days. Like not everybody is going to be themselves 100% like throughout their career. But it's like their career though. That's their career.
It's their career too, but social media has been like the biggest influence on why people aren't like as real as they used to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because now you have an image you can portray that's nothing there, what you really are.
Oh yeah. So, oh my god, like those people, like you ever met somebody off of like Instagram in real life? Mm-hmm. And you're like, what? Because you see the stories they post, the posts that they make
versus how they act in person. It's like, this ain't you. Where was you at last week when you was up in the club on that seat? What was it?
The sofa, standing in the section.
The section. You wasn't in the section last week. Why you look like this?
I'm dead. No, for real though. Like people really do that.
That's how it is.
I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know.
That's why when you're your true self, you ain't gotta worry. Don't try to be nothing you ain't.
You're such a Draken little thing. We can have this whole video and talk about a million things, and at the end you're gonna be like, motivational quote, just be you.
I wasn't hiding the world from you. I was hiding
you from the world.
That's the one. Like, what?
Oh my god. On that note, see you guys next week.
Man, that was a good rant.